Welcome back to Original Cine Podcast. I don't even know if that picked up on the mic because I was being really loud. You're pretty good. Podcast where you're pretty good. Where we do requels, sequels, legacy sequels, remasters, penis.
Yeah.
Not that one, actually. We don't do that here. It's a little, it's
during Pride Month?
Well.
This won't be Pride Month by the time it goes out, probably.
I don't penis and tail, as the people say, you know. That's a
okay, bro.
Hi,
I'm Lex.
I'm Corey, and this is my friend Eagle. Not Eagly, not the TV show Peacemaker.
This is like Metal Gear Solid.
You're pretty good. But
I am excited for Peacemaker season 2, but this is not what the episode is about. But
it is DC.
DC, yeah,
which is Superman 78, Superman 81, or 80, depending on which country you came out in during Pride Month. Which country you live in? Because it came out in Australia and Europe, I think, in 1980 in December, and then the rest of the world is 81. But that's not important. What's important is that our third film is Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, released in 2006, following the release of Superman Returns, which is technically the fifth film in the Christopher Reeve-verse, if you want to. It's complicated. But we'll get into that and more later. Lex, what is Superman?
What is Superman?
What is Superman? This is like Jeopardy.
Okay. So
I have a knife.
You're holding me at knife point. Guys, blink twice if you need help. Anyway, so Superman is this guy named Kal-El, or like Clark Kent.
Kal-El, no.
I know, I was gonna make that joke. And he's from the planet Krypton.
Krypton. The planet Krypton.
And like on his planet, so in most versions he gets sent out as a baby and like the planet explodes.
This is true.
And so he gets sent to Earth as a baby. But on Krypton, they're just normal humans because of the fucking sun or whatever. And then he gets sent to Earth where he's like goated and has powers because of there's only like one yellow sun or something. Anyway, he gets sent there as a baby. He gets I can't remember the parents' names, but like he has like adoptive parents.
Jonathan and Martha Kent.
Thank you, bro.
Of course, bro.
Yeah, he gets adopted by those two. And then like as he becomes as he gets like older into like his adult age, or whatever, he just gets older and they die. Right. Yeah, and then like he becomes.
Well, his mother is alive. Jonathan Kent dies. His mother is usually alive.
Okay, I thought so, but I don't know. And then he becomes Superman. But he has two identities, Superman and Clark Kent, and he usually works at the Daily Planet, which is like newspaper. And he looks like a nerd.
Excuse me. So like us. He looks like this.
Yeah. Yeah. He looks like us.
If this shit came out now, he'd have a podcast, bro. Let's be real.
It is coming out.
What? During Pride
Is this
Month?
episode gonna release when the James Gunn movie comes out? Okay.
It should release the day it comes out if all goes well.
Wow.
I know. Very poignant. Superman 2025 is a film that is releasing, directed by James Gunn, starring David Cornsweet and Rachel Brosnahan and Rachel and Nicholas Hoult and David Carradine and Nathan Fillion and John Cena. I'm kidding. He's not in it.
I wish he was.
He's everywhere. Batman.
Anyway, what was I talking about? Anyway, Superman. What else? Lois Lane works at the Daily Planet.
Woman.
She's a great journalist and stuff. And she's like, and then she eventually ends up with Superman.
They fuck.
And
yeah, I said it during Pride Month. Let's go.
Straight people.
Hey, watch it. The Eagle's watching.
Sorry. And so like some of the usual villains are Lex Luthor and Zod. And yeah.
And
other ones.
Doomsday.
Oh yeah, that
Brainiac.
guy.
No, you don't know Brainiac?
I'm And this is gonna be pretty apparent as I talk more and more about the movies that we watch for this episode. I'm not a big Superman person when it comes to DC stuff. I have always liked Batman more. I've liked Wonder Woman, but just Superman. He's one of the he is the iconic superhero, like the most iconic, like in my opinion, because everyone knows who Superman is. But I just especially with movie adaptations, I just haven't been a big fan of him, and that's why I'm hoping that the new James Gunn movie is going to be good, because it's not I'm trying to be very open-minded when I watch these, but I'm just I've watched this, and I watched Man of Steel years ago, and I was like, okay, this is buns, and
that
I watched
Batman
vs Superman.
Do you bleed?
And also buns, and I watched Justice League and the Zack Snyder cut, and they're both fucking ass. So
okay, the Zack Snyder cut, I will say it's okay, better, but doesn't.
You should.
It shouldn't have to be 4 hours.
You should just start making TV at that point.
Or just I don't fucking know. Why is it?
It should not. If you're trying to make a movie, it should not take 4 hours for you to properly develop characters. Even for me, 3 hours. I'm like, okay, you're kind of pushing it here. But
hey, Zodiac is special and beautiful.
Okay, I'll give you that. But most of the time, I don't want to watch movies that are 3 hours long.
I understand.
Yeah.
I'm also
or 4 hours long. Exception goes to Lord of the Rings.
Wow. Okay, we have someone who's biased here, biased reporter.
I'm gladly biased. But yeah, so I guess this is I guess I have hot takes when it comes to these movies. I'm just not really a big fan of them. I understand, if I was in the context of someone watching these from 1978 and 81, these are groundbreaking superhero movies. But just watching it from a modern lens, I'm just they're okay.
Okay.
You know? And I do like the Donner cut. The Donner cut is way better than the original Superman 2.
Yeah, I have a lot of trivia knowledge on this stuff. So I don't, not as much as I could have, because I'm lazy. And I work. Hashtag work.
We both work.
No, we don't.
We're both on the grind.
No, we're jobless. We're podcasters. But I actually
give us your money,
please. Venmo me at John Cena. That's my Venmo. Growing up,
I'm gone. I'm invisible.
And you can.
Anyway, what were you saying?
Growing up, I actually fucking hated Superman. I'm gonna be so honest.
I
was I was just the contrarian asshole who was he has every power. He can't die. He's just really strong, and that's all he is. Which is, and I was a Batman dick rider. I still am a Batman dick rider.
I am a Batman. I just
I love Batman.
And I hate being edgy, but I just like those darker, grittier stories.
For me, it's not even that. I mean, I do find appeal in something like A Serious House on Serious Earth. I think I showed you that comic, the Arkham Asylum comic.
Yeah.
Which is I consider that a darker Batman comic. Things like The Killing Joke, Death of the Family. All of these are darker storylines, but I mean, Superman has those too. I just don't think we've explored them, and the media that Superman has.
Sorry, I'll let you continue. I was just going to say
the media Superman has been a part of has been largely influenced by camp. Not camp, but it's not influenced by camp, but it's influenced by Golden Age comics, and that's kind of what it is. Except for Man of Steel, which is a whole other can of worms.
Zack Snyder tries to make Superman,
except he sucks
character, and it doesn't work.
It doesn't.
I did not rewatch Man of Steel for this, but I just didn't like it.
Because it's a bad movie.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the movie is when
Superman is supposed to be this beacon of hope. He's not this dark, gritty character, which kind of I think I think Superman as a character should be this like beacon of hope, and I think like other characters that are parodies of Superman that show the dark side of it that aren't Superman. I think that like you know what I mean. Like I think that works better if you're trying. So Homelander and Omni-Man, like even Invincible, because he's just a kid. Like he's a kid that's has these powers that's thrown into this. Like I think. But I also think that people are tired of the evil Superman trope.
I fucking hate it. I was just gonna say that. I fucking hate it. Stop
it's like, and I am saying this as someone who likes like when it comes to comics, like darker things, but that's just not who Superman is. And in like the Justice League, they make him evil, or I don't remember why he's like evil for a second, and then they like, no, I think he like gets controlled by something.
Do you bleed? It's because he got resurrected and like plot armor. I don't know, fucking whatever.
We don't care about that movie.
No one does.
But yeah, he's like evil for a bit in that, and it's like, it's just it's just been so overdone at this point that like I would like to see a take on Superman that actually is like more loyal to his character in modern media. Like I'm sure there are animated shows. Like there's one that I have heard of recently that came out that seems good.
Yeah. Jack Quaid voices it. My Adventures with Superman.
That one. I have heard that one is good.
But also I've heard so. We're not even talking about the movies that we're just supposed to be talking about, but
we're just talking about, I mean, like, yeah. I think that also works. This is talking about Superman as, like, just as a general character.
But what I was going to say is so the CW, the Arrowverse, people, if you don't know what it was the CW, which is a television production channel, whatever the fuck, and they had started with TV show Arrow in 2012, and then they had The Flash in 2014, then they had DC's Legends of Tomorrow starting in 2016, and they had Supergirl, which also started in 2016, if I'm not mistaken, maybe even 2018 or 2019 or 2017 or 18. But the final show in the Arrowverse that they launched, well, they actually had Batwoman for like 5 seconds too, but everyone hated it. Yeah, exactly. You don't even remember. Superman and Lois, which I have heard is amazing. I'm not kidding. Like I've heard that is really? Like some people find it to be the definitive Superman media.
Really?
Like live action media. I mean, like
this is the first I'm hearing about it.
There's like 4 or 5 seasons, but like in that show, like Superman and Lois have children.
Wow.
I think it's called Superman and Lois, right? Yeah.
I think that the name sounds familiar. I just haven't heard like.
There's another show that's like The Adventures of Superman with Dean Cain. I don't know. There's a lot of weird shit but I've heard that's really good. But other than that, the 78 film, Richard Donner, 1978. Yeah, like we said, I really like it. I felt so much joy and whimsy in my heart, and I was like, I can see why people like Superman. Which that was like the first time I mean, of course I understood that people can like things I don't, but that was the first time I really sat there and thought, wait, I like this guy. And it was just like, the tagline for the movie is "You'll believe a man can fly," and holy motherfucking shit did I. I was like, oh my God, oh my God, the music.
And also, like, it was done by John Williams, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, fucking goated
probably
guy.
He's
best.
Done,
like, all of the best...
I think maybe his
like,
best work.
If you like, have heard, like, an iconic, like, soundtrack from a movie...
Probably John Williams.
It's probably John... Like, exactly. So, like, that doesn't surprise me either. I wasn't paying attention when I was watching the first movie because the credits were low-key super long, but the second one, I saw that it was done by Mario Puzo, who is the author of the Godfather novels, and also has, like, I think he did work on the actual movie itself. Yeah.
Kind of, but not really. So that's a complicated thing. Mario Puzo did the script, and then it got rewritten by 2 people who are also listed as the screenwriters in the film. But they wrote like a 550-page script. Because originally, what was supposed to happen is they were going to film Superman 1 and 2 back to back. That was the original plan. Yeah, so this gets into a lot of the issues you probably have with some of the stuff. So they were supposed to film back to the back. Richard Donner was the director. Mario Puzo wrote the original script. It was rewritten by two guys and, edited. And then Donner brought in his own guy, Tom Mankiewicz, who rewrote the entire script. But the studio didn't want to credit Mankiewicz, so they put him in as so Donner fought to have him as a creative consultant. So it's fucked. And yeah, so during the production, there was a lot of issues with budget and scheduling and this and that, and the producers, Spiegel and someone else, I don't remember, they had a big feud with Donner, and eventually it got to the point where they just kicked him out and said,
wow.
So Donner had filmed all of Superman 1 and 75% of Superman 2. And they said, fuck you, leave, essentially.
That's crazy.
Exactly. For a number of reasons this happened. And what this led to was Richard Lester coming in and basically redirecting most of I think 80% of Superman 2. And it completely rewriting the script. And you can really tell when you watch the Donner cut, which was released 25 years later. But my point here is that, God, these movies were a shit show to make. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think you can, it definitely felt like, especially in the original cut of Superman 2, some of the scenes just felt prolonged.
The editing was awful.
Yeah.
It was here's 40 minutes of this storyline, then 40 minutes of this storyline, then we'll bring them together at the end. But how? I don't know.
Also, to clarify, the first one is Lex Luthor is the main villain. Please don't make any jokes. I'm gonna strangle you.
Wait, what? I'm actually
Lex
confused.
Luthor. I'm
Why?
Lex. Haha.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
When I'm at work, I think because the new movie is coming out, I've been getting more of those jokes now, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like,
I'm gonna be so real with you. I didn't even think of that. I was just gonna say.
Okay, I'm glad you didn't.
I was just gonna say that I love how his whole gimmick is that he wants beachfront property.
I know.
He's such a goober.
And then in the second one, he wants Australia.
Australia. I want one thing, boys.
It's it's very funny to me because I think Lex Luthor is very funny in
Australia.
Lex Luthor is very funny and silly and whimsical in these movies, and then I look at the new trailer,
Jesse Eisenberg one,
and he's no, I'm I'm talking about the new one that's about to come out. He's fucking crashing out the whole time.
Superman
it's really
is not a he, it's an it. It's oh. Yeah, but he's aura farming the fucking hell out of that movie.
Yeah, he's literally just all the stuff literally him losing his mind. I think it's funny. But yeah, I like Lex Luthor a lot. Except the Jesse Eisenberg, he fucking I don't blame him. I
really liked that part when he had the jar of piss. In Batman v Superman, that was my favorite part of those movies actually. Or when they shaved his head just so he could look like Lex Luthor.
Bald.
When he was tick tock. It's okay, buddy.
TSPMO. Anyway, yeah, so Lex Luthor is the villain of the first one. He's also in the second one, as a minor one, but he's not the main one. The main one is Zod and his goons.
Can we just 1 second? Lex Luthor, portrayed by the late great Gene Hackman, who recently passed away. Past couple months actually.
I didn't know that.
He was the GOAT. He was in so many good films. The French Connection 2. He was in The Conversation, which is one of Francis Ford Coppola's best movies. And this as well as Superman 2, Superman 3. I don't think he's in Superman 4, A Quest for Peace. But yeah, he's great. And Zod, played by Terrence Stamp. More recently known for Last Night in Soho. He was
watched that.
He's a weird old guy. That's about it.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're saying villain Zod. Yeah.
And so Zod, Lex Luthor is just in these movies, he's the greatest criminal in the world. And I think he's just like a regular, like he's just a human going up against Superman because he like finds out that his weakness is like kryptonite. Like if this is pretty obvious, but like Superman's weakness like is he can't see through lead or whatever, and kryptonite.
So weird.
Yeah, and kryptonite like makes him weaker, and Lex is smart enough to figure that out. And like is like, I'm gonna blow up California so I can get my beachfront property, and you can't stop me. And okay, I'm gonna talk about my biggest pet peeve of the first movie, because it makes like, I understand it's supposed to be like, there's supposed to be like a sense of like kind of like this isn't real.
I know what you're gonna say.
It really irks me. So in the first movie, like Lex like actually he basically wins. Like Lois dies and like he gets what he wants.
L is for Lois.
And so Superman's like, whatever, no, Lois. And so he spins the Earth backwards and reverses time and like saves everyone. And I was just sitting there, I was like, this is the stupidest way we could have had him do this. Like,
so I'm gonna interject again. That was not the original ending of the first Superman. That was the original ending of the second Superman. And to my knowledge, what was meant to happen, yes, he did turn back time and reverse the Earth, but what was supposed to happen was General Zod was supposed to have won and basically like destroyed Earth. And he had to turn back time, if I'm not mistaken. Like, in doing so, he reversed Lois's knowledge of him being Superman and the romantic relationship that they had built up. So it was kind of like this weird trade-off of like, I lose this woman I love, but I have to save the world that I also love. So it's still kind of stupid, but
and I understand like it's not real, so it could happen.
It isn't?
Like, there's not a flying man in the sky that will save you.
What?
But
what about Australia? Australia.
Yeah, that bothered me. I took notes on. I didn't take notes on the first movie.
Oh, I took notes on all of them. My first note on each film is baby penis, because you see a baby's penis 3 times, one in each film, and I'm no thank you, no thank you. Keep that, put that away.
Okay. This is funny. I wrote this about the original second movie. I wrote, Superman is too busy getting pussy while the world is being invaded.
See, but he doesn't even fuck in the second in the original one, the original second one. He fucks in the Donner cut.
I swear to God, I thought in the original one there was like a scene of him laying in bed with Lois too. I thought it was in like different. I thought it was in like different sequences, like in each one. I also like, people talk about, okay, this is one thing I will defend. People talk about like, anyone would know that he's Superman because he looks the exact same. No, he does not. Bro has the. He literally looks like a stupid fucking nerd when he works at like.
And this is
at the Daily Planet, and like he acts like he's like,
this is all. It's all Christopher Reeve. Christopher Reeve is the best part of these movies, and from what I've heard, he continues to be in Superman 3 and 4, which I hear are increasingly worse dumpster fires. Basically, the only reason he made Superman 4 was he turned it into an anti-nuclear PSA film.
Awesome!
No, he's the GOAT. Christopher Reeve, he like was part of protests in Cuba. He criticized the Reagan administration. Like he was at like protests, rallies. He was like very, very heavy into activism for disabilities. Really fucking amazing guy. Recently, a documentary.
Yeah, because something had happened to him, and like he became disabled from that, right?
Yeah,
I don't quote me on that. I don't want to like.
No, this is true. He was in a wheelchair. Okay. He was wheelchair bound for the most of his the end of his life, and he died at 52 actually, from complications from being administered an antibiotic. And he died after his son's hockey game, actually, or one of his son's sport games. He just didn't wake up, which is completely fucked. But what I was going to say, Christopher Reeve, the GOAT, amazing. He was like the first person to undergo like a physical transformation for a film. Like this. I mean, you see it every fucking 5 days.
Now.
But
like every time now.
He was first offered the role and the studio was like, no, he's too skinny. So he gained 30 pounds of muscle to be Superman. And like, not only that, he had such reverence for the source material and the way he just changes when he becomes Superman versus Clark Kent. Like when he's Clark Kent, he's hunched a little bit. He's lower. His voice is like this, actually.
Yeah.
And he stumbles. Like everything is so close and calculated. And one of my favorite scenes in the whole entire 3 films we watched is when in Superman 2 Donner Cut, when Lois finds out, like for real, that he's Superman, she pulls a gun on him, shoots him. It's a blank, but he doesn't know this. And you just see him from this shrunken man. His back straightens out. His
like
shoulders
the mask
widen.
drops. Yeah.
And I'm like, the aura. And want to know a fun fact about that?
What?
That was him and Margot Kidder's camera test. That wasn't even part of the films. That was added into the Donner Cut because they needed something.
Because it was good. Yeah. I think like in the original one, that scene is not in the original one because the scenes are very different. The way that like there's something stupid that happens in the original one. I don't think it happens in the Donner Cut. Like, but she like jumps into a lake or something.
She jumps into off of the fucking balcony into Niagara Falls, and he saves her. No, he doesn't save her. He like finds a way
he
to like
uses laser vision and stuff, and he tries to like.
And the way she finds out it's him is he falls into a fireplace and his hand is fine, and like it's like okay, but like. I think the best thing that the Donner Cut does, I mean, first of all, Superman doesn't show up in the Donner Cut till like 40 minutes in, which I think is amazing. Because I mean, focus on the man, not the myth, in a way.
And also, like, I think in the Donner Cut, like the way
Lois is much smarter.
Yes,
Lois immediately catches it, and it's like
also. And like it makes sense. Like Bro is never there when Superman comes and she's there, and so she's like. Bro, like what do we do? And she fucking draws like the like glasses on and stuff. And another thing I was gonna say, there's no like the Niagara Falls scene isn't there. I think she like jumps out of a building in Metropolis.
Yeah, she in one of the first scenes of the film, she jumps out of a building in Metropolis in the Donner Cut. But the Niagara Falls scene is partially there in the Lester Cut, but they added the scene of her jumping. Because the kid falls into the Niagara Falls area. Both cuts. Superman saves the kid. Lester Cut. She then jumps. Donner Cut. It then cuts to them in the hotel. Yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting to see what was actually part of the original film
and what stayed in the Donner one.
Yeah, like because some of the stuff I was like. My knowledge was that the Lester Cut was much more jokey and like gimmicky in a way, and Donner's filmmaking for like his vision for these films was more like a David Lean sort of like epic, akin to that of like Lawrence of Arabia is a David Lean film, but like this epic sort of like this globe-trotting story of like this larger than life figure, and. Richard Lester's just like, we do a little goofy, I guess.
I have a pet peeve with the second one too, and it happens in both of them. I think like generally I think the Donner Cut is just better overall, like in every way, but I just don't like it. So Jor-El, which is Superman's like biological father, played by Marlon Brando, like, he finds out, like, when they're in the Fortress of Solitude.
Oh, yeah, this is stupid as fuck.
And, like, Jor-El finds out that, like, Superman has feelings for Lois. He has to take his powers away, which, like, you cannot interfere with human history or whatever the fuck he says.
I hate to be that guy.
What were we going to say?
In the original cut, it's his mother because
because Marlon Brando wasn't available or something, right? No,
all of the scenes were filmed. Brando
refused.
Brando was asking for like 12% of the gross of the film and also like suing the company. So they were like, no, we're not using any of this motherfucker's scenes. We're just gonna refilm everything.
Because I had a note that it was his mom in the Lester Cut. which I was like, okay. But yeah, Marlon Brando is annoying.
He refused to learn all of his lines, so they had cue cards at all times for him. Like the scene where he's like looking down at Kalel, no, when he's looking down at the baby, his lines are written on the baby's diaper.
That's so fucking like, I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm not sorry because he's like done bad things. If
he got paid $3 million for this. I think Christopher Reeve got paid $200,000.
The fuck, bro? I like okay, but I just like Marlon Brando pisses me off. Like I hate the idea of method acting, like, because it's as Robert Pattinson said, like, you don't need to method act to play a good person. Like, but I mean, some people do, but
I do.
Yeah, but it's just I just like it pisses me off because it's the worst people that do it. Besides Heath Ledger, rest in peace.
But he wasn't even really method acting. Like, if you hear stories from people on set, he was just a normal fucking guy.
Yeah.
Like, he was just like the mythos behind, oh, the Joker killed Heath Ledger. Like, it's way too played up. In reality, he was just a normal fucking dude, and like, it is damaging. Damaged. To like,
I fucking hate Jared Leto. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. But anyway, continue.
Jared Leto, method actor, when he sends anal beads to everyone, used anal beads, by the way, and pig heads and dead rats.
He also just recently got allegations against him by underage girls,
and nobody is surprised. Nobody.
The crowd, like, literally, James Gunn made a tweet and he said, like, I can't remember who it was. I think it was like Dylan Sprouse's, like, Jared Leto likes going after 18-year-old girls, and James Gunn like replied saying, like, he goes for 18. I thought he went for younger or something. And
then James Gunn got canceled for that tweet.
Crazy.
That was one of the things he got canceled for. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Oi.
And look at he ended up being correct. So like,
and now he is head of DC Studios. My goat.
I remember when he got canceled.
I do,
and like
too.
everyone was like, we're not fucking doing anything without him.
Because he's the goat.
James Gunn we trust.
James Gunn we trust.
But yeah, the original Superman movies. I was talking about how I just think, like, especially because they say to Clark/Kal-El, like, once you do this, there's no going back. You'll be a regular man forever, and then he loses his powers, and then he still gets them back because they're like, oh, actually, we had this, like, keep deep, like, just in case you change your mind, we had something to give you your powers back. Like, we can give you your powers back, and it's like,
yeah,
I hate the, like, it just kind of pisses me off when things like that happen. And, like, I'm sitting there watching him as his powers get taken away. I'm like, I know this isn't going to be forever.
Yeah.
But it's, like, they're saying, like, oh, you're going to have, like, there's no way to get them back. And then it's them that get it back or whatever. And it's just like.
I really want to know what the original plan was. Because I don't know if that was the original plan.
I'm sure it's different.
But, because. I fucking hope it was different, because that is the worst part of these movies, is that loses his powers, immediately gets him back. Because I fucking love the scene in the Donner Cut where he's pleading to his father, like, I need these like, I need to save these people, and like Marlon Brando's like, the planet Krypton, it died, and I'm gonna enter you, and all that shit. Which is weird, but something Marlon Brando would probably do, by the way.
Yeah. Wasn't he like isn't he like, people were saying he's like bisexual or something?
Oh, I don't know. I
don't know if that's actually true. But
they were going to film scenes in Italy, I think, or some other country, and he couldn't film there because he had a restraining order, or like he had like a arrest warrant or something in that country, so they couldn't film there.
Fucking crazy. He pisses me off. Like, ugh. Anyway,
yeah, he's dead. It's fine.
Yeah, rest in peace.
He died in 2004, and that's how they actually got the rights to use his footage for the Donner Cut. Is his estate gave the rights to the fucking studio.
That's amazing.
This motherfucker had to die for that shit to come out. Because archive footage of him is used in Superman Returns, the 2006 movie. Because it's like a continuation, like reboot, requel, sequel, legacy sequel.
Wow, this is just like Original Sin.
The hit podcast.
Yeah, I just like especially because I think even in both like I think if someone gets their powers taken away, and I can't really think of any like solid examples, but I think like what makes that trope work is they end up proving in some way that they don't need the powers to defeat whatever, like they managed to do it without them. And I cannot think of any examples right now, but I feel like I've definitely seen that before. Or even without like, okay, so I actually no, I have thought of an example now, like in Spider-Man: Homecoming, where he doesn't have like the gear that Tony Stark gave him, and he still
if you're nothing without this suit, you shouldn't have it.
Yeah, and he still like he learns that it's not the actual suit that matters, it's him, and it's like that was the main example I was trying to think of, and I couldn't think of it until
I like
now.
that movie. I like the MCU Spider-Man films. Fucking fight me, bro.
So I don't like what's the second one?
Far From Home. I remember liking it. I haven't seen it since it came out. I like the scene everyone likes with the Mysterio scene. That shit was fucking hard as fuck.
That plot twist was I thought it was good.
The plot twist was ass. What do you mean? That wasn't a plot twist. Oh no,
but like I don't know.
The scene you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say. I'm sorry.
Not like the actual plot twist, but like the revealing of like how all of it was staged. Like you know what I mean?
Jake Gyllenhaal is amazing in that movie. Like he acted his ass.
Jake Gyllenhaal is a good actor.
He's an amazing
Sorry,
actor.
Taylor Swift fans.
Fuck you, Taylor Swift. I'm kidding. No, we won a large viewership.
I definitely think these movies are campy.
Yes, obviously.
Especially, I think Lex is super duper campy. He's so funny. Like when him and what's the lady's name? Like
Miss Tessmacher.
And they go to the Fortress of Solitude. They have like these crazy, like bright, flashy winter outfits on. I'm sitting there like, this is awesome.
And she repeats every word he says.
Yeah. She also like kisses Superman like non-consensually in the first movie. I'm like, what are we doing here?
We're gonna cancel Miss Tessmacher. Let's go back in time and cancel her.
We're going back in time to take turkeys
back to the first Thanksgiving.
To take turkeys off the
menu.
Yeah. Boop, boop. Yeah, she was funny too.
No, yeah, great. And she Tessmacher is in the new Superman film too.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know who
the original actress or no?
Oh no, like the character.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the.
I think most people who started, like Margot Kidder died in 2018. Christopher Reeve died in 2000, early 2000s. And I mean, as you saw, when you watched it, the opening of the Donner cut says dedicated to Christopher Reeve. And recently, a documentary about him came out, Super/Man. It's just a story of Christopher Reeve.
And Super/Man. Sorry.
And fucking Christopher Reeve's son actually is in the new Superman film. He plays just a TV reporter, like he's in the background.
That's so cool though. I like when they give like their flower, like they still reference.
Oh yeah,
the original in some way, even though it's like it's its own original, its own like its own thing. There is like, I'm going. Like, this is not related at all to what you were talking about. There is, like, this weird, like, kind of, like, political thing, like, note that happens in... I don't know if it's... No, it's in the Donner cut, because I think it's, like, Marlon Brando saying it. It's like, oh, in Krypton, we don't have the death penalty, so this is why Zod is here and, like, causing havoc to you guys on Earth. And I'm like...
No, that's not what he says, really. I don't think. He's like, we don't have the death penalty, so we put him in the Phantom Zone.
Okay, I didn't know if I was misinterpreting it.
Yeah.
Why is that?
No, so he's like, we do not have the death penalty. And then Lex Luthor is like, I like that. Good policy. And then they're like, so we built the Phantom Zone just to lock them away. Which, I mean, the Phantom Zone is just a Superman thing. It's some weird, like, pocket dimension where they put a bunch of shit and villains and objects. And
it's like a stupid a stupid
It's
diamond.
so funny.
It's, like, so, like, it's so dated.
My favorite special effect in these movies is in Superman 2, the Richard Lester cut, when Superman throws a big Superman logo at Non and it turns into like cellophane and wraps him up. I love a good cellophane-S.
Like, it's not like, I don't know. I've definitely seen way worse Man of Steel.
My favorite part of that movie is when the guy makes fun of Clark when he's younger and he says, "Dick Splash." That's a really good part of that movie. Thanks, Zack Snyder.
I love Zack Snyder's movies so much. I love when he gives Batman a gun and has him kill people.
I love when he makes owls talk, like the movie The Guardians of Ga'Hoole. But also, this is a real thought about these movies. The best thing that Superman 1 does in comparison to Superman, actually Man of Steel, okay, it's not the best thing. It does everything better than Man of Steel. But one of the best things is I'm pretty sure it's in the comics. It's how Superman's father, Jonathan Kent, dies. He dies of a heart attack in the 78 film. In the 2013 Man of Steel bullshit film, he dies in a tornado and he's like, "No, Clark, I'll save the dog in the tornado. You can't do it." Blah. And
this is so stupid.
So in the 78 film, the whole idea there is you can't save everyone. And I find that to be so poignant and powerful, especially for someone who is so overpowered like Superman. Like, it's the whole with great power comes great responsibility, which I think is that whole like, oh, you lost your powers, you have to get them back, like it's your fault kind of thing. But like this thing, like you can't save everyone. Like that is, no matter how much power you have, you can't. And like I find that to be like one of the most impactful things that these films have to say.
You can't say that. You can't say that word.
Yeah, I know. Fuck you, human. I'm kidding.
This is one that he might actually watch because he said that he like watched these when they came out in theaters.
Oh, my goat, Human and Goat. Kidding, Human and
this is something. It's not even like a pet peeve I have with the actual movie itself. I just thought it was funny. In the first movie where Lois is interviewing Superman like for the first time and he talks about how he can't see through lead and like
he's just like giving away his weaknesses.
He's telling her his weaknesses. I'm sitting there like, bro, why are you telling people this? You can't tell people that they're gonna plot against you, and then he gets plotted against.
He's just so innocent and kind, and I love him, and I want to give Christopher Reeve a big hug.
Yeah, I think that's like part of the charm is he just has like he's very optimistic. Like
he's an overgrown Boy Scout. That's what they literally call him in the film. And it's like, yeah, he is, and I love that. And that's one of the reasons why Man of Steel doesn't work, because he's just a pessimistic bitch. And seemingly in James Gunn's film, he seems to have that sort of optimism, that chutzpah, that back in him. They released a new trailer actually, like yesterday, the day before.
Oh,
and
I haven't seen it.
I didn't watch it, but what I did see is that this is just a random detail, but when he uses his heat vision, it leaves like scorch marks around his eyes. And I'm like, that's hard as fuck. Like that's aura. But also there's a line in the trailer where he's like fighting, I think he's fighting the kaiju or he's fighting the hammer of Barovia or whatever the fuck he's fighting. And he says, "Hey buddy, eyes up here." And then he fucking flies up and I'm like, that's aura. That's beautiful. I love this. This is making me smile. I love quippy little one-liners like that.
Yeah, I have, because James Gunn has not let us down. He in my opinion created the best MCU trilogy. And I will stand by that at least for me personally.
I love the Thor quadrilogy.
Oh yeah. Like the Guardians one is, in my opinion, the best MCU trilogy to come out.
And it's the only one with the same director-writer.
And it's also just, it's very self-contained. You don't need to really, I mean, you like in the third one, like Gamora dies in Infinity War and like she's back and you're like, and if you don't watch it, you're like, what?
But they kind of tell you what happens, like pretty simply too.
And it's very self-contained. So you can watch all three of them without having to watch like a spin-off TV show, three completely separate movies. Like that's what I appreciate about it too. And James Gunn also created Peacemaker and the Suicide Squad 2021. I think.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's a good movie.
It's a good movie, and Peacemaker is a fucking amazing show. It is so funny.
John Cena's a great actor, by the way. Like,
I fucking stand by that. Like, out of all of those wrestler actor like people, like
he's the second best.
Dave Bautista. Do you think Dave Bautista's the best one?
Oh, I know he's the best one.
I think I have like a soft spot.
You should watch Blade Runner 2049.
I know.
He's in it for like 5 minutes, but like he's the GOAT in that movie.
feel like we could do an episode on that too, like the original Blade Runner and then 2049.
Oh, that'd be an interesting one. We'd be talking about consent a lot.
Oh. And anyway, yeah. So I'm
and Jared Leto.
Why is he in everything? Why?
No Jeremy Renner, sadly.
Everything?
God, imagine if Jeremy Renner was in that movie. Imagine if we had an app where we can talk about him. I wish.
Me too. I really do.
I miss him.
What was I talking about? Oh, I was just gonna say that like.
I miss him a lot.
Okay, anyway, as I was saying, I was just gonna say that I have a lot of faith in James Gunn. He's proven to me time and time again that he's the GOAT and he knows how to write these superhero stories. Like, cause like with Guardians, before the movies ever came out, no one gave a fuck about them. Like they had like I remember reading this, that they had like very like confusing backstories, like, and just like it was hard to follow. And then like after the movies came out, like that's what got them a lot of their notoriety.
I mean, it's kind of the same with Iron Man. Like actually, like Iron Man was like no one fucking knew who he was before the films. I mean, not no one, but like he was one of Marvel. There was I think I've said this before on the podcast, maybe in the Captain America episode, but when Marvel announced the first slate of MCU films, there was an article that came out. I think it was like it was a big article from like a big publication. It was called "Marvel Rolls Out Their B Team," and I'm like, to think of that, like back then, you probably read it like, oh yeah, who the fuck are these people? But like now, it's like
they're like the most iconic characters. They're in Rivals.
It's so like, crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I really hope that the Superman movie is good, because I definitely think that people will have their interest in Superman again. And there's also something I was reading recently that I thought was relevant to this episode, that it seemed like a really interesting take on Superman that I would love to read the comics for. So Absolute Superman.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard much. I've heard a lot about Absolute Batman, but not that one.
So it's kind of like, it's a lot about class and oppression.
Ugh.
So this version of Superman actually kind of grew up on Krypton, and he like his parents were like poor laborers, and like they had to serve the wealthy, so he saw like that class oppression happen there. And like, so when he came to Earth, like he was trying to liberate, like it's like he's seen more in like that sense, like I don't fully remember what was said, but like I think that's an interesting take, and I definitely would like to see that.
There seems to be an element of that in James Gunn's film, like because it's the thing with the '78 film and Superman 2 is that like he grows up on a farm for a little bit, and then like it's never thought of again. Man of Steel, yeah, he grew up on a farm, but like there's no inkling of them being poor. But the vibe I get from James Gunn's Superman trailers so far is that, like, first of all, Ma and Pa Kent are two, like, I think mostly unknown actors, which I think is good. Do that more. Instead of like fucking Zack Snyder being like, let's get Kevin Costner and Sally Field, Oscar-winning actors. Fucking hate that. Oh my god. We should do a I hate Zack Snyder episode where we just say that for an hour and a half.
I hate Zack Snyder. I hate
Zack Snyder. I hate Zack Snyder. Oh, I'm Snydering it. Oh, but I don't know. I get the vibe in this film that like Superman is poor, and I like that. I like that he's poor.
No, like I think that makes characters like these a lot more relatable. Like Peter Parker, he's just a kid. Like he's in all of like almost all the versions. Like he's just a kid trying to make ends meet in Queens. Like
Iron Man
and
Jr.
like I think that's why I don't think that's I exactly. I think that's why people don't like the MCU version is because he's kind of coddled by Iron Man. But in a lot of the other versions, he's just a kid who's trying to survive. And I think people tend to like I think that's why people like usually stick to, at least for my opinion, like the more like grounded like street level characters is because they feel a lot more realistic. But I think that having like even like Superman, who's like more of like a cosmic level threat character, like it being poor and like kind of knowing like just just knowing like struggles is like,
I think that's part of him being a loser too.
Like, yeah, and like a lot of people think he's like this perfect character, like and I guess in some versions he probably is like a Mary Sue or whatever, but like I definitely I hate saying
I have not heard that term in so long.
But I do think if a character like him is done right, I definitely like I don't like as long as like he has like that and that.
Hey guys, we just had a technical difficulty.
Yeah,
so we don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we don't know what you're talking about. But Superman is cool and can be cool, and Superman is cool and can be. Yeah, I just said that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So like he's not my favorite superhero, but I think if done right, like he could definitely be a lot of like. I'm sure people like me have this opinion. It's like, oh, some of these aren't like a lot of the adaptations are okay. So I am looking forward to see what James Gunn does, and I have full faith in him that he will do a good job, and I think that it will bring a lot of people's love for the character back, because like especially recently, like in live action. Not great.
I really loved in the Black Adam post-credit scene when Henry Cavill came back, and Black Adam was like, hey, it's you, Superman, and I'm Black Adam. We should fight. And then Superman was like, yeah. And then they got fired.
Yeah, I think the funniest part of that to me is, at least people were saying that Henry Cavill. Well, there's two reasons why people are saying Henry Cavill left The Witcher. One, it was going off the fucking rails from the book, so it like was awful, and I watched the second season, it was not good. And two, he was gonna go back to play Superman, and then he just didn't get to do that.
Yeah.
So he gave up the Geralt role for nothing, but also I think he would have left anyway because the Witcher TV show is shit.
Well, now we have Liam Hemsworth, one of the 3 or 4 Hemsworths.
I definitely think that a Witcher episode would be interesting, but I can't read. And I have not played the games.
God.
But I like
Books.
People tell me a lot that I would like the character Ciri, which is the girl with the like the braid.
That the fucking woke one, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait a minute, woke.
She looks very cool though, and people say that I would probably like her.
Because you're woke.
Yeah, I think Rachel has played The Witcher.
Oh
I remember
my
hearing from
fuck,
her
she's
good.
woke. Oh god.
You gonna tell that to her?
Oh my god, wait, she has dyed hair too. Guys, I'm finding out my girlfriend is woke.
Hair pronouns.
She pronoun. No, she. No.
She has yellow hair and pronouns, I think. It's
yes,
like
yellow
kind
with
of
black.
green for a second, and then it was
Yellow with black.
Yellow.
It was all yellow. But yeah, do you
think like? I remember because people were mad that Henry Cavill wasn't going to be the new Superman in the like, but like I'm like,
care.
why? Like I don't think he was. I
want new blood. I want new blood.
Yeah.
And I think that's great. And I mean, to me, David Corenswet was a pretty unknown person. I had no fucking clue who he was before he got cast. And the same with Rachel Brosnahan. I mean, like, they've been in things, obviously. Like, I mean, David Corenswet was in the Twisters film, the recent one that came out last year. Or the year before, I don't remember.
But, like, it's not like a huge...
No, he's not a household name. And, like, same with... I mean, Henry Cavill wasn't either. But I think we should bring back the idea of casting people no one fucking knows.
Especially for these big roles.
Yeah.
Because, like, I hate the fucking fan casts where they, like, cast, like, the
Timothy
most
Chalamet
well-known,
as
Tom
everyone.
Holland and Zendaya. It's, like, guy who just started watching movies fan cast.
I think we should have Marlon Brando come back to be Jor-El. So we can mispronounce Krypton.
Speaking of, I wanted to ask you a question. I have not watched the recent Flash, but I remember hearing that they, like, used an AI version or something, or, like, deep fake of Christopher Reeve in the movie. One, is this true? And two, like, what are your overall thoughts on it, if it is true?
That movie's a mess, bro. I saw it twice in the theaters.
I have only seen one part of it, and it looks like it's, like, from a video game cutscene.
Is it like the yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like, it's a big, like, battlefield, and it, like, turns to the back of their heads. I'm like, why does it look like I'm about to play as one of them right now?
So this is true. It wasn't AI. It's just really shitty 3D imagery that, like, it's just really bad CGI. So that scene is like, basically that movie was kind of like they're trying to salvage everything, and it didn't work, and everyone hated it. So they kind of just
trying to. I assume they were just trying to bank on people's nostalgia.
No, partially yes.
No?
Partially yes, partially no. A lot of that movie was reshot. Also, the movie was in production for literally 10 years. It got announced, and it's another film that was announced in like 2014 and then just never fucking came out.
Production hell.
Yeah, a big reason was I think the Flash TV show I think contributed, because they're like, why are we gonna do this if we're having a TV show that's being successful? And also just like a lot of people didn't think people cared about the Flash, which is not true. The Flash is like a top 5 or even top 3 DC character for me. I love him. But what I'm saying now is, yeah, that scene is like DC universes colliding. Like, there's a really shitty CGI version of Adam West and Burt Ward, Batman and Robin. There is Christopher Reeve, Superman, with, I forget her name, but there is a Supergirl film in this continuity, which is like universally panned as awful. There's that. There is a film called Superman. Oh my God, what the fuck is it called? Fuck! Give me a second. Give me 2 seconds.
Anyway, I'm looking up pictures of the CGI Christopher Reeve. Holy shit, that is bad.
Yeah, so there is a film that was going to be made called Superman Lives, starring Nicolas Cage as Superman.
I feel like I've seen stuff of that.
And like they did camera tests with him. They did suit tests. They had a suit, and they did a CGI version of him in the Flash, which he didn't even know about until after the movie came out, which is funny.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, they did that also with who else did they have in that shitty CGI montage? I don't remember. Oh yeah, they had George Reeves. Pardon me. So not Reeve. So there's Christopher Reeve, and then before that there was George Reeves, who played Superman in a TV show, and he was mysteriously found dead in his apartment with a gunshot to the head, and it is reported suicide, but there is conspiracy theories that it was murder or an assassination.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. No relation to Christopher Reeve, by the way.
I was looking at pictures of the awful CGI of Christopher Reeve, and the first like article that pops up is his family had no involvement in him being used for the CG. Like that is the fucking worst part about
it's
that.
It's an awful movie too.
They're not like, if you're just doing it, especially Nicolas Cage, who didn't even find out till after the movie was like came out. Like, you're doing these things without informing anyone, and obviously if the family's not involved, they're not even like getting anything from this.
Yeah,
it's just it's so disrespectful, because a lot of these actors that died before even knowing that technology like this was like even possible.
Yep.
Or like this well advanced, and there's no way for them to have been able to consent to that. And like that's why like stuff like people like in like Star Wars and like all of these like big like blockbuster kind of movies, I hate when they use CGI for dead people or for like whatever. It's just like, just fucking recast someone if you really want like a character in that. Like in The Mandalorian, when they CGI, like they de-age Mark Hamill. there are like fucking Sebastian Stan looks like like people. I remember people were talking about that. Like you could just cast someone that looks like the younger. But I remember when Solo came out and they recast Han Solo like a younger.
Oh my god, Alden Ehrenreich is amazing though. He's great. I love Alden Ehrenreich. He's a fucking great actor.
So that's just my tangent about don't fucking use dead people in your movies. Just work a way around it.
I think there is like, I mean, this is like a, but what about this like one circumstance? Like I think in the case of like Star Wars Episode 9, which is a horrible movie, but Carrie Fisher died and they like reused footage and like voice lines of her from the past 2 films, and like they somehow worked around it and like I think that's
a different.
That is different, and I think that was actually really impressive that they did that. But I know that's what you're talking about. You're talking about more about like the Peter Cushing sort of like, oh, we're gonna create Grand Moff Tarkin from CGI, or we're gonna create Princess Leia from CGI in Rogue One. You're talking about that kind of thing, which I completely understand. Or like Ian Holm in Alien Romulus.
That was so unnecessary.
Stupid.
That had no. They could have cut that out of the movie. And the movie would have been
Hot
the
take,
exact same.
That movie is not great. It's pretty mid.
I think the funniest... It's done by the guy who did the...
Evil Dead remake, yeah. Which makes me like it even less.
It feels like... This is going to sound brain wrong to say it. It feels like The Last of Us 2, like, alternate universe, like, fan fiction that I would read on AO3. That's why I like it.
Okay, interesting. That's like the most online thing I think I've ever heard in my life.
And he said that he was inspired by The Last of Us 2.
Oh shit! He was
making it, but that cool. it genuinely, like, I don't know. That movie feels like, to me, it feels like if Ellie and Dina were like in the Alien universe or something. Like
I think I did kind of clock that when I watched it, but like.
Because the girl, Isabella Marced, she plays Dina in season 2, which is the funnier part.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I just have not thought about that movie in a long time because it's very forgettable.
I feel like an Alien. I have only watched the original one. I've only watched that, the Alien Romulus and the original Alien, so...
The best one is the original one. I mean, like, I know there's Aliens, which is a James Cameron sequel, which, like, people say is better than the first one.
Did one of them too?
He did Alien Cubed, which he didn't really do. It was more of a studio film, and he kind of got butt-fucked during Pride Month, by the way.
Crazy.
And then there's Alien... Oh, my God, what the fuck? It starts with an R,
We're so off topic. I'm sorry, guys.
Who gives a shit, man? This is our podcast. We can do what we want. It's Alien something or other. Alien 4. Fuck, what's it called? It's not Alien Requiem. That's the new Resident Evil.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, there is a new Resident Evil game getting announced, though. And I think Leon is the protagonist.
Good. Alien 4 is called Alien... What's it called? Alien Resurrection. Thank you. Cool. And then there's Alien... Then there's Prometheus and... Alien Covenant.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah,
that's the moral of the story. There's a lot of
TV show coming out.
Anyway,
the point is this a yes or a no? Let's go through it. Superman 1, yes or no?
Yes.
Big yes for me. Big hearty yes.
It's like a yeah to me. The Superman 2 Lester cut is a no. The Donner cut is a yes.
I don't even think the Lester cut's that bad, but knowing the Donner cut exists, I kind of want to give the Lester cut a no. But like, I could watch the Lester cut and be fine, you know.
I say yes to these because, like, even though I'm not like the biggest fan of them, they still have done, like I said earlier in this episode, they have done so much clearly for superhero movies. Like, they're like some of the like first like I think ones that did really, really well. I don't know if they did well in the box office, but like,
they did. The first one had a $55 million budget, and I think it made over $350 million.
Wow.
Which like,
but yeah, like, so this is kind of what like set the standard for like Marvel and all this shit that's out now. So we have these movies to thank.
Thank you, Richard Donner.
Setting the
Rest in peace, Richard Donner, by the way. He died a couple years ago.
So did he direct 3 and 4?
No. 3 is also directed by Richard Lester and was kind of like taken over by Richard Pryor, the comedian, which is a whole other thing. And then the 4th one was directed by Sidney.
Why are there so many Richards, bro?
I know, it's really funny.
Why is there so many Richards involved in these movies?
There's too many dicks. During Pride Month, by the way.
Good.
Hey, yo. And then the 4th one was directed by Sidney J. Fury, who I think directed a really bad movie. Let me check. Am I wrong? Oh God, who the fuck is? Yeah, Iron Eagle. Which came out. So there's this phenomenon called twin films, which is like, in the same year, 2 films come out that have the same premise. Iron Eagle is. I
feel like
I think I've
sorry,
told you
I'm
this.
interrupting you, but it's Iron Eagle and Top Gun. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's also like with Psycho and Peeping Tom, right? Those came out in the same year.
I think. Yeah. That's 1960. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird thing that happens.
In 2005, there was, or 2004, one of the two, there was The Prestige, the Christopher Nolan film, and The Illusionist with Edward Norton. There is White House Down and Olympus Has Fallen, which are 2 like White House invasion films. It's just really weird shit. I don't know. It's a very interesting phenomena that I think should be studied. Not actually, but I don't know. But yeah, what the fuck were we talking about? Oh yeah, Iron Eagle. Yeah, so Sidney J. Fury directed Iron Eagle, and I think maybe the other films too, because there's like 4 Iron Eagles or some shit like that. I don't know how, but there's more Iron Eagles than Top Gun.
Top Gun would be a fun episode.
Yeah, we should do that eventually. Shout out Tom Cruise, my goat. We need to do Mission Impossible before we do Top Gun. Sorry, because Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible. And you know who's in Mission Impossible 4?
I was gonna say, shout out Jack Bowman.
Oh, shout out Jack Bowman. But you know who's in Mission Impossible 4?
Who?
This guy. Jeremy Renner.
If only we had an app to
If only we had an app to talk about him. Yeah. Just like how he's in Jason Bourne 4. And he's the new Jason Bourne. Whatever. Okay. You want to take a quiz?
Sure.
Let's take a quiz. This is a 5-question quiz where I take out Letterboxd reviews and Lex has to guess which film they came from. Okay, first one. This is from Jacob. No stars, but a heart. May 30th, 2021.
Oh, so is it like? Sorry.
So it's Superman 2, Superman Donner Cut, and Superman 1.
Okay, so it's just the 3 movies. Okay, yeah, I assume so, but I just wanted to double check.
Yeah. Okay, so this is I have my phone up, so that's what I'm looking at right now. So we have Jacob reviewed it on May 20th, 2021. May 30th, 2021, Jesus Christ. And he said, Lex Luthor, King of Australia.
Donner Cut?
Wrong. You suck. Sorry, that's not nice.
What was it?
It was Superman 2, original. Okay, next review. This is from...
Is it 5, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
This is number 2. So, Gemma G. This is actually a Letterboxd employee, a journalist. Yeah. Rewatched February 11th, 2022. 5 stars and a heart. How big are you? I assume that the rest of your bodily functions are normal. Do you eat? And then in parentheses, just taking notes on how to do journalism for our next Letterboxd interview. This is a pretty bad quiz I have today. Sorry, I couldn't find many funny ones.
I can't remember what. I think that's from the first one. Like some of that, or no?
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
Correct. You're a winner.
I forgot. Let's go.
Okay. This is from Evasive. 4 stars and a heart on March 16th, 2025. So pretty recent. Hey, it's me, Goku.
I feel like this is some like completely like non-related thing.
That's what you think.
But I also like I feel like it's a Superman movie in some way.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna go with the original second one. I don't fucking
No,
know.
this is Superman 1978, actually.
Oh.
I don't know what the fuck this person was talking about.
I was gonna guess that it was the fucking, like, Dragon Ball live action for a second.
That movie goofy as hell, bro.
I haven't watched it, but...
I've seen clips. Okay. This is from Brit with 2 T's, B-R-I-T-T. Watched April 3rd, 2024. 4.5 stars with a heart. Waiting for clubs to start playing the Superman theme. Me too, by the way. That shit would go hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Get like a trap remix.
Is this the first one?
No, this is the Donner cut, actually.
What the fuck?
Man, have you got one right? You know what?
I'm chopped. Okay, in my defense, I think the last one I did for you is bad.
Oh, I got ass. I think I got ass.
I think
I didn't get ass.
We're both chopped. We're washed.
Okay,
we're not good at these anymore.
This is the last one.
Okay.
This is from Kieran.
I feel... Okay.
August 31st, 2023. You'll never guess what he did.
I feel like, okay, because I think all of these have been like regular ones. Like the 3. I feel like this is not... I feel like this is something else.
What if I just gave you all normal ones and I'm trying to fuck with you like 8D chess?
Well, fuck you. I'm gonna go with the Flash.
No. This is from the movie, or I don't even know. This is from Superman recites selections from the Bell Jar and other works by Sylvia Plath.
Okay, I get a half point. Okay, I get a half point because I guess that it wasn't.
You're telling me you haven't seen Superman recite selections from the Bell Jar and other works by Sylvia Plath? Well, you'll never guess what he did. I think he recited selections from the Bell Jar and other works by Sylvia Plath. I do want to watch this because this intrigues me deeply. It's from 1999. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, so you got 1.5, I guess.
Yeah, because I guess that it wasn't the 3 that we were talking about. So get on, liberal.
No, I'm not woke. I'm not.
I forgot to ask people questions because I've been busy.
I didn't. I think I have 2, but one of them was already
I think you should also
before.
check. I think you should also answer the ones from the page, like from the original Sin page.
Oh, did we get?
I think you should just ask all of them.
Okay, so we got 2 from Rachel on my account. One of them we already got asked, which was, would you use your oh no, what would your superpower be if you were a hero? I think we already answered this before.
I think so.
But super speed is mine.
Shape-shifting.
Okay. And then her second answer is, would you use your powers for good or evil? I mean,
if it's evil to have gender affirming care,
that is evil. That's woke.
Yeah, I mean it is to some people. There's also, I think it's specifically Wonder Woman that has this power that I think would be very, very useful, is knowing every single language. That is something I would really like. I don't know. I think it'd be cool to be able to communicate with everyone.
That actually is a really good. Damn, that's a good one. I'm just like,
so mine is either shape-shifting because no binary.
No binary?
The second one would be that because I there's so many times where I've tried to talk to people at work and I don't understand them because I don't speak Spanish that well. Like I took Italian, so like I know a few words, but
yeah,
I always,
it's a Romance
sit there,
language.
I'm like, I wish I could understand you. And I'm sure I want to travel someday if I fucking ever have money. And it would I feel like that would be so useful. Like you would never have to learn, like you could live anywhere because you would know all of the languages. You could communicate with literally anyone. Like I feel like that's definitely like an underrated power that Wonder Woman has.
I get you.
Yeah. I feel like it's very practical.
Wow, you have a really good answer. I'm just like, I want to run fast.
I hate running, so I wouldn't.
Yeah, but if I have super speed, I wouldn't even be able to feel it. Like, it would just be like walking to me, you know?
I know, but I hate running.
I do too, but okay, whatever.
My ass has always been terrible at cardio.
Oh, I fucking hate cardio.
Anything. I could do literally, like, I can do anything else besides cardio. Like, it's bad. Like, it's bad. I'm always the last person when, like, I have to run with other people. Like,
yeah, I just take my time. It's either that or like I overexert myself to the point where like
sprint and then I'm like, and then I'm in the back.
And then I'm dead. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Last one from Hubert Mannon. Hello, Hubert Mannon.
No, I thought Kai sent you one.
Oh, Kai responded to your question sticker with a photo. The fuck did he send? Okay, what? What the fuck? So this is a picture of. I'm gonna put this picture on here. Actually, it's a picture of Lex with a thumbs up. That's not a question.
For reference, I was visiting our friend Kai, and he saw the story, and he was like, Lex, I think it'd be really funny if you respond to this on my phone and just took a picture of you. Because, like, I was hanging out with him. So I just did.
Fucking wasting my time. Wow. Okay. I see how
that was why I wanted you to answer the question so we could get a live reaction.
Kai, anyway. Foe of the show.
He's awesome.
But this is from Hubert Mannon. Kai is awesome.
I don't think Hubert is his full name.
Is it? I thought it was. Oh,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Professor, if you're seeing us discuss your full name.
Email in and tell us. Call in on the live hotline. Saw these both at the theater first run. Are these kids' films or something more gray area? I'd say the first one is more. I mean, okay, now I think they would definitely be considered kids' films.
Yeah.
Because of just like the way that I think the landscape of film has changed so much, and like what is permissible like, for younger audiences, and like kind of
just filmic structures in general. Like we don't get like flashed like that recap of. I don't think we get like. I feel like in the second one there was like recaps or like scenes from the first movie put into
only in the Lester version.
Okay, that sounds right. But I don't. Yeah, like films don't do that anymore, especially because they're super easy to find. You can find films online and just watch them anytime now.
I think the last time
so you don't need to be recapped on what happened for a movie. I think like that. Like we don't need to see the original clips. I think it's different for TV shows.
Last time on.
That's still recaps, yeah.
I think the last time I remember a film doing a recap is like the Spider-Man films, the Sam Raimi ones, because the opening credits are like matte paint, or like they're just like watercolor paintings and like drawings of the events of the previous film, which I think is a genius way to do that. But yeah, no, I'd say they're definitely they're not kid films, but like
no,
they could be construed that way. Especially now.
It's not bad if like people think kid film equal like bad if you watch it if you're an adult. I don't know. There's some people like that out there, but like I don't know. Like a lot of adults watch kids movies, especially if they're watching it with their children.
Imagine that.
Imagine crazy.
That's what John Lennon said that once. Then he got shot. What an idiot.
Yay!
Sorry, that was mean.
Sorry.
Rest in. What? Okay, that's a discussion for another day. we can watch the Richard Lester film A Hard Day's Night starring the Beatles.
Okay.
That's not a joke, by the way. He made 2 Beatles films starring the Beatles.
But yeah, I guess it's like I think it'd be interesting to watch like
the Beatles?
No. To see how kids' films have evolved.
Yeah, we could watch like. Well, I mean, have they evolved? I don't know.
They on their phone. They watch TikTok.
Oh, this is true. Kids are woke now.
They're woke now.
Yeah, I forgot about
that. They have all. Don't you know all kids movies have trans people?
Yeah, every time you watch a kids movie, you actually get medically transitioned.
Yeah,
that's what films do to you now.
They forcibly feminize you.
Yeah, they forcibly.
Guys, we have to be clear. This is a joke.
No, it's not. It's true. This is all true.
Yay.
We would never joke. During Pride Month, by the way. But that's about it.
Oh, yeah.
What have you done? What have you done?
So, I can't remember. I don't think I did. I can't remember if I did a Letterboxd review for it yet. But
No, you
last
didn't.
night for Kai's birthday, we watched No Country for Old Men, and I was also there with Ruby. And it was a very good movie.
It's a very good movie.
I think I definitely feel like I have to rewatch it because
It's very good.
I think I would understand it more. Because it wasn't non-linear, but like.
I'm intrigued as to what you didn't understand.
I think I was also just really tired.
That probably would do it because you drove
Because
like 3 hours.
I slept for 6 hours yesterday, and then I spent all day traveling and doing things, and then we watched that at night. And I was like, I was like half asleep for part of it. Like I didn't fall asleep, but I was sitting there trying to keep myself awake, and so I ate like a bunch of candy, and then that's what woke me up, and then I started understanding it more. So I definitely think I could benefit from rewatch. I fucking hate what's his name, Sugar's like
Anton Sugar, his bowl cut.
I hate his fucking bob.
Bro, he's drippy. I like my cheese drippy, bruh.
But yeah, no, it was a very good movie. I definitely need to rewatch it.
Call it.
And what else have I been doing? I started playing Telltale: The Walking Dead, which is really good. I played the first 2 episodes. There's a lot of like The Walking Dead inspiring The Last of Us inspiring The Walking Dead. Like it definitely feels like a circular relationship of inspiration. Because I see stuff and I'm like, I've seen that somewhere.
Wait a minute. Who are you? That's a throwback reference.
But recently I went to go visit my friend Kai, and I don't want to dox him, but I traveled far in New Hampshire.
We went very far.
And it was very cool.
Went to the the woods.
Basically, yeah, it was the middle of nowhere. It was cool though. I got to drive on the side of a mountain for a second. I was sitting there. I was like, this is cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of music, I have been listening to an industrial band called Godflesh a lot, which Kai recommended to me, and I really like them. They're very cool. Lots of like I mean, you could probably hear it from their name, but like lots of like religious imagery in their albums and like names. And I've also been listening to Health, which I don't really know. I'm thinking they're industrial. Health band genre. Yeah, industrial / noise. I've known of them for a while because they've done a lot of songs with other artists I like Lamb of God, Poppy, Chino Moreno from Deftones, 9 Inch Nails. Like, they've done a lot of collabs with artists I already like, and so I listened to a couple of those songs. And they also did a music video for with Signalis gameplay in it, like as their music video, which is really cool.
That's pretty cool.
The song is called Don't Try. Anyway, and so I like started listening to like more of their music, and it's really good. So and I started following their Instagram. They post like fucking Elden Ring memes on their story, which is really funny. So I think what Health is cool.
Shout out Health.
Yeah. I've also been slowly continuing The Fall of the House of Usher. And that's a very good show.
Very cool.
Yeah. What about you?
Stuff for my internship as usual. Marvel Rival as usual.
Me too.
The same music.
I stopped playing it I stopped playing it for a little bit, but I'm back on the Rivals.
The Rival
grind.
Same music as usual, but if I had to pick films that I watched recently, like I watched The Accountant 1 and 2. Pretty mid. Honestly, like I didn't know that the whole like conceit of the film is that the main character played by Ben Affleck is autistic. And like the movie opens with like this really exaggerated portrayal of autism, and like he's stimming. And then like it's very antiquated. The first one's from 2016. The second one came out this year. it's just very like, I don't know. It's such a 1980s portrayal of autism. It's like, I don't want to fucking watch this, man. Like,
that's how I feel with Rain Man.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like Rain Man, I like Rain Man as personally.
It's a good movie, but it's definitely like.
But that's why I also give it I give it a pass in a way because it is from the 80s. It's like 86, I think.
Yeah, and it's like obviously like not as much was known about like autism spectrum disorder.
But like they're doing the same thing in 2016, but with like he's a killer, yeah. And like they do try and do not very interesting, but they do try and do things like show like maybe he had an abusive father, like his mother left him like because she couldn't handle it, and then in the second, and his brother is played by Jon Bernthal, which I love him, and the second one they make more of a comedy, which I think works a lot better because they're not, I don't know, they just kind of don't take themselves seriously anymore. In a way, and I think it works a lot better that way because if you can't understand the actual conceit of your character and like what this means, then don't try and make the movie deep. You know, but I mean they still kind of tried to in the second one, but I don't know. Very autism is your superpower ass movie, and I was just like, I didn't fuck with it in that aspect, but like Jon Bernthal and Ben Affleck have amazing chemistry. Fucking hilarious. This like they had some really good parts in the second one.
Awesome.
There's this one scene where Ben Affleck just starts line dancing, and then Jon Bernthal screams from the back, "That's my brother!" And the smile on Jon Bernthal's face, it's just like, this is why. It's like that Nicole Kidman AMC ad, like, this is why we go to the movies. But yeah, that's about it.
I was just gonna say, like, yeah, I kind of can give Rain Man the benefit of the doubt, but like, it's stupid when it came out in 2016. But also, like, even more recently, like, Asperger's was a term used for a very long time, and just recently have people it's been like deemed as outdated because I think it was named after like a Nazi or something.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Yeah.
No, I knew people didn't use it, but I didn't know that part.
Okay, let me look that up because I don't want to like.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing to fact check.
Yeah, so it's named after a guy who was a Nazi.
Oh, that's bad. I disagree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, after just a brief look up. But yeah, I know it's not been used, and it's just referred to as like autism spectrum. But you're the expert here.
No
Sorry,
comment.
I don't mean that in a bad way.
Wow, I'm being tokenized for my image.
I'm not trying to like speak on
my lived experience. Anywho, I think that's the end of this episode.
Yeah, I hope you guys liked it. And
Instagram.
By the time this comes out, and
Pride Month will be gone, so no more coming out for anyone.
Okay, but by the time this episode releases, the Superman movie will be out. So if you watch that, you should
tell us.
Or if you watch these, you should let us know what you think.
Give us a hug.
Or just of Superman in general. Give us a hug.
Give us a kiss, consensually.
No,
I'll
pass,
blow us a kiss.
Okay.
And we can catch it and throw it away if we don't want it. We love our fans. We love you.
Yeah.
Mwah. Sorry, that wasn't consensual.
Yeah, you should know that. You're a consent educator. Shane.
Fuck! They're gonna fire my ass.
No. Anyway, send us stuff at originalsinpod
at gmail.com
and on Instagram and fucking everywhere. Okay. We hope you enjoyed.
I hope you hated this episode. Actually,
I hate this episode.
I hate you. You're pretty bad.
This is just like frenemies.
That one movie, yeah.
No, I was gonna talk about the podcast with Trisha Paytas and H3.
Let's not talk about him.
Maybe he's gonna find this video and see that we talked about him, and like he's gonna like put us on our live stream. We're gonna get harassed.
Okay, that's the end of this episode. Bye, guys.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye. Bye.